amazed how the Bilal's voice sounded loud inside a mosque. Can you somehow explain it?
I vividly quite remember that one had taught me about this once. It's actually quite simple.
Hi Koshi, I remember you asking how voices sounds louder when we're inside a mosque. It closely relates to sound amplification and the phenomenon called whispering chamber. Here's a model of a mosque that I've made. It's a simple and minimalist design while keeping its famous dome roof. It made purely out of recycled material, that is, using a box and skewers. Here's the cuba. It can be represented as a parabolic shape.
Okay, what the relation?
Alright, here, I will tell you.
Firstly, imagine that you are standing under one side of a dome and your friend stands at the other end of the dome. Then you started calling out his name at a normal tone. He can still hear you. This is what they call it as whispering chamber. Sound waves in a dome travels along the curved wall, allowing the person at the other end hear what you said.
Wow, that's amazing. By the explanation, I understand the sound uniquely works inside a dome. There are also spots that make voice sounds louder and produce echoing sounds.
Hi, my name is Koshri, and this is a piece of paper. So this piece of paper doesn't seem to be very impressive that much. It cannot even lift a weight, just throw it around. But without doing any changes to the paper other than that, suddenly this paper can hold something many times its own weight. Is it magic? No. Is it that distribution shape form and producing curvatures such that there's a more optimized distribution of material and the force are carried exactly in a more efficient manner? Yes. So the advantages we can get through curvature shape form is that the structure can be more efficient. And we now look at the cable to arches and how those are related in terms of shape. If we take an arch and turn it a sort of three-dimensional, we get ourselves a dome.
That's impressive. I have learned so much today. Last but not least, a dome is viewed as a traditional and cultural design to many. The dome has a big contribution in Islam, as it sits at the top of a mosque, representing its uniqueness and differentiate itself from other outstanding monuments.
때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will explain about this question. This question given, a hyperbola has its center at the origin and transverse axis along the x-axis. The vertices are at 50 and negative 50, and the foci are at set 34 0 and negative set 34 0. Again, for this question 1, write the equation of the hyperbola. For question number 2, find the equation of the asymptotes. And question number 3, determine whether the point 73 lies inside, outside, or on the hyperbola. So we know that it is a hyperbola. So we know the standard equation are. So we know that A is equal to the vertices. So it means that it's 5 or negative 5. And for K is given is set 34. So we know that set 34 or negative set 34 is a C. So we write another equation like this. So we have here C and A. So we have to find B. So we know that A are the vertices. So okay, for the C, we know as set 34. So we got the C squared and A squared. So we put in the equation. So we got the B squared, we got the A squared. So we put in the first expression. So we will answer the first question. Okay, now for the question number 2. question number 2, we have to find the equation of the asymptotes. So we get the answer for the first question. Now for the asymptote equation. Yes. So this is our asymptotes. Okay, now we go on for the question number 3. Question number 3, determine whether the point 7, 3 lies inside, outside, or on the hyperbola. So we got the point 7, 3. So we put in the equation of the hyperbola. So we put the 7, 3 in the S1. So it will be 0.96. So we compare it to 1, so it will be less. 0.96 less than 1. So if it less than 1, so it will lie inside the hyperbola. Now I will show the graph for the hyperbola. Okay, now here the graph of the hyperbola. So for the derivatives are here 5 and negative 5. For the focal are at set 34 and negative set 34. And then for question number 3, the point are 73. So we got here 0.73. I think that's all for me. Thank you for watching my explanation.